Really appreciate anything you can offer. And let's go through some of your donations. Clover 101 donates $25. Early diagnosis caught prostate cancer in my grandfather early, and he'll be with us for a long while yet. Great to see charities trying to prevent cancer, not just deal with the effects of it. Here's to killing cancer and saving the animals. Wonder Chef 14 donates $30. Had to donate while the criminally underrated Mega Man 6 was being run. I'm currently learning how to speedrun this game myself, as it's my favorite Mega Man game. This donation goes to the Link to the Past Houlihan % run. Chris G donates $50. Blecky, thank you for your contributions all week long. Your commentary and interviews have added a lot to my enjoyment of this year's AGDQ. Put this donation towards Blecky's choice. Thank you, I really appreciate that. It's my pleasure. Mikey T donates $50. I love Mega Mans. Entenzon donates $50. I am very happy with my purchase. As agreed, here's another $50. Money goes to announcer's choice. $40 from Sage Hero. Good luck, Ohon and Duckfist. I learned to run Mega Man 4 by watching you guys play. Impossible game. $5.15 from Anonymous. I have watched AGDQ events for the past 2 years and always really enjoyed them. Thank you to all the runners and event staff for such a great event. First time donating, but I hope I can donate again next time too. Wanted to donate toward a super legit block and a great Mega Man game. Real men save those animals. Thank you so much to one of our sponsors, World9 Gaming. They have been providing televisions, consoles, PCs, staffing, and other equipment for the practice rooms and PC LAN room at Awesome Games Done Quick 2016. They're the premier computer and console gaming provider for events across the Midwest since 2005. They have dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and an expansive collection of games and consoles. They offer the best gaming experience at the lowest cost for all events, both large and small. So for more information, whether you want to book them or just learn more information and find out about their upcoming events, check out world9gaming.com. That's the number 9. As a participant in Awesome Games Done Quick 2016, I can really say that they've made a huge improvement to these last couple marathons, and it helped a lot in making sure that we have the resources to practice and just play games for fun in the side room. So thank you very much to them. Anonymous donates $5. As a student, I don't have much to offer, but a small sum is better than nothing. Thank you very, very much for that donation. Honestly, we thank you all, guys. No matter how large your donation is, we appreciate it in all cases. $100 and a cent from Anonymous. Keep it up, guys. Another great year of streams. ChronoDude101 donates $20. Longtime viewer, first-time donator. I grew up with my mom being in and out of the hospital. She was diagnosed with leukemia. Twice. Sadly, the second time her body couldn't take it, and 8 years ago, this world lost a true saint. Thank you to everyone involved for all you do in this event, and I had to donate during my favorite game series of all time. Keep on keeping on. Sushi Elemental donates $30. Just wanted to say thank you for the weeks of entertainment throughout the years. I will donate more on the weekend. I vote Mega Man 2 as Best Final Fantasy. I love it. Vice donates $100. Always happy to watch AGDQ and the best block for this event. My mom is a 10-year breast cancer survivor, and I'm donating to make sure others can eventually say the same about all their loved ones. Putting this whole donation towards killing those pesky animals. Baby Josh D donates $20. I did a speedrun of this with a group of friends at our Mega Man event and had a blast. Ohon is a beast. Shout out to Japan.
I'm ready. How we doing? Can you guys hear me?
You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
So very shortly, we'll be kicking it off with Duckfist's Mega Man 2 Any % Normal Run. Can't wait for that. It's one of the most legendary Mega Man games. I hope you guys are psyched for it. Good luck, Duckfist.
Okay.
Really? Yeah.
All right. Let's get going here.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Mega Man 2 back at AGDQ. All right, so this is the any % normal mode category. The any % category to distinguish it from the zipless category, which is another popular way to play the game. This will be using all of the major zips and tricks throughout the game, all the glitches available to me to go through it as quickly as possible.
That means this is going to be a very, very difficult and extremely punishing marathon game. So there's a lot of ways to soft lock. You know, a single death can mean 3 minutes gone due to the way the zips work, taking up your lives.
Yeah,
Yes.
the zips also take up weapon energy, of course, so
Yeah.
if you die, you...
Yeah, it's just even a small mistake can be really, really bad news. But as you see, we're kind of starting off a little slow. In order to do the zips, we actually need the 3 items in this game, item 1, 2, and 3, to initiate them. And we don't get them until we beat Flashman, Airman, and Heatman. So we're starting up at Flashman, and we're going to wander through and get item 3. So this fight coming up is really, really difficult. He does a little bit of boss manipulation. I'll let him do it, and then I'll explain what happens after. Okay, yeah, so he's having a little bit of trouble. It's a really tight fight. Basically, Flashman will jump every time you shoot, so there's a very specific movement and shot pattern required to get the quick kill. And one of his shots just was shot a teeny bit too early, so it traveled through the invincibility frames, and he didn't get the quick kill.
Yeah, ideally you just want to be dealing damage like as soon as he becomes vulnerable again, and it can be kind of hard. It's kind of a tricky fight because he moves differently based on when you hit him, if he's in the air or on the ground. But so one thing about the normal mode versus difficult, or which is commonly played on the Rockman 2 version, is that there's a lot of these there's a lot longer text sequences in between the Robot Masters, and throughout the whole run you lose about 42 seconds from text. But but in normal mode, everything takes roughly half as many shots to defeat.
And this is just a side note, like, the text save is in the Japanese version, which actually doesn't have the normal mode.
Right.
So that's why this version is being played.
All right, so coming up in Heatman stage, we'll be doing the first zip. We got rewarded with the item 3 from the defeating Flashman, and that'll be used to set up the zip in the next screen to skip a large annoying section, but I will also have to jump across the disappearing blocks. It's a tricky jump up here coming up with the item 3 to be able to avoid having to go across the bottom route.
Nice.
Got it.
Good.
So here's the first zip setup. I'm going to have to use the item 3 to push me into the ceiling.
So there's actually going to be quite a bit going on here. We might not explain it all now, but like, see right there, you can jump on an item 3 directly from the ladder. And he goes right up into the wall and starts his zip perfectly.
All right, now the disappearing block section, of course.
So for this section, it's actually the blocks spawn depending on how far right on the screen you are. So his goal is to basically be on as far right of the blocks as he can to spawn them as quickly. So that's really great. Great job.
Yep.
It's a really scary section.
So coming up on the Heatman fight, he's one of the most random bosses in the game. Every time you hit him, he will become invulnerable and will delay for either 30, 60, or 90 frames before he becomes vulnerable again. I want to stand as close to him as possible so that when he does attack me, that he becomes vulnerable right away, and there's a nice technique to do this to predict which one of the delays he does. So we'll see if I can do it properly.
So every time you see him jump 3 times, that means he got some poor RNG. So hopefully we get 1 jump per shot. Just like that. Good job.
All right, so coming up on Airman stage, there's a really difficult section where I'll cross the cloud platforms with just the item 1. So let's, if I die on it, I'll probably game over and give it another shot so that I can recharge my item 1s.
Yeah.
But during this cutscene, we'll go ahead and get a donation now.
Seems Blecky's a little preoccupied.
Okay, no, that's fine. So with the rest of it, that's fine. I'll switch to Flash Stopper at the beginning to cross the large red head things. But the whole item 1 part after that, it's really difficult because normally you have to wait for the cloud guys to move around. I'll be doing a combination of taking damage from them, and I'll be attempting to jump off of the corners of the clouds to make it across.
Yeah, this is one of those tricks. If you fail it once, you don't have enough energy on any of the weapons to do it again.
All right, yeah. All right.
And the birds are going to come back because I didn't quite jump right, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I lived. Like, that's the big part about that. Finally.
So the rest of this level is still a little bit dangerous, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's nothing compared to the first half.
And it's past the checkpoint, so...
Yeah, it's past the checkpoint, which is...
I'm going to do a little cool trick here where right as a bird is about to spawn, I'm going to turn around at the last possible moment to get it from the left side.
Yeah, because the bird actually spawns the direction you're facing, so by turning around right at the trigger.
Okay, well, I can't do the trick I wanted to with that guy, but normally I can get that last fan dude to despawn by pushing the bird over him.
The fan dude.
Fan dude, yeah. Okay, Airman's also a really big RNG aspect of the game. So one nice thing about playing on a normal mode is because these bosses have less health, there's a little less RNG throughout the run so that you can kind of get a little bit more consistent times in the game.
Also, regardless of the RNG, this is one of probably the hardest boss fights in this game, trying to do it optimally.
Yeah.
Like, the first pattern he got, he actually, I believe, has a 1 frame or 1 pixel window to shoot that first shot through. Makes it very difficult.
So coming up is this explanation could literally take hours, but it's a Clashman stage. So I'm gonna do this zip while I'll go out of bounds, and actually, an easy way to put it is I'll run past the checkpoint while out of bounds and then suicide, and then I'll respawn back at the checkpoint. These zips will be performed with item 1s, and there's going to be a lot of movement, and actually the ideal way to do it is from the first screen, which is extremely difficult. I will be attempting it, and if I fail it, I can do it from the second screen. But a lot of crazy stuff will happen, so just don't panic, and hopefully we'll get it.
And by extremely difficult, he means extremely difficult.
Oh, yeah.
This is
This
by
is
far
really
the
hard.
hardest trick in this game, and it's one of the harder tricks than any really 2D game speedrunning, in my opinion.
Okay, back up.
Yep. Okay, so we're going up to the next screen to just do our zip up here instead.
Oh god, alright, we're gonna go back down. Try not to waste too many item 1s here, so I've used 3, and this is gonna be 3 more.
Yeah, so
there we go.
losing...
Okay, we still got the screen wrap, which is kind of tough to do, so there you go. So we're walking past, so these are the screens with all the platforms in it moving around, but don't have to worry about them all. Drop this ladder, and then checkpoint respawn.
So the game actually kind of keeps up fine with you zipping past it. The background doesn't keep up. That's what's happening.
Trying to see how many item 1s I have. Okay, so here we have the crash climb, or as we like to call it, the clash climb, with the item 3s. This is very tricky here.
Yeah. You can throw the item 3 at certain positions on the ladder and instantly land on them.
All right, that was a
Nice.
fantastic
Okay,
climb.
So I believe those windows are 2 or 3 pixels wide.
I thought there were 4. It's a ladder run, right?
Every time I say
it's
it,
about-
it's one more.
It's about 3 pixels wide.
3?
Because you climb slightly slower than 1 pixel per frame, it's like a 3 to 4 frame timing. Okay, didn't get the quick kill and clash. Okay. But yeah. It's one of the coolest techniques in this game, I think, is the item 3 jumps like that. As you're climbing up, you climb very slowly on the ladder, and when you jump, you're very quick. So you're placing item 3s at certain spots so that you can drop from the ladder and land on it instantly, and then jump off of it again, and do it as often as you can, so you just avoid climbing.
There's actually something pretty cool that we didn't mention. Every time he kind of jumped up to the next screen and grabbed a ladder on like the top screen from below, he actually gets like a little boost on the next screen, and so he can actually drop another item 3, use his boost, land on top of it, and jump off of it, which is some really cool stuff.
Grab that safety extra life there, just because in this route you end up playing through the old Wily stages with no extra lives, because you use 2 death zips.
Alright, so here's the first zip in this stage with the item 1s. It's kind of tricky because the ceiling's so high up, you gotta place 3 item 1s to do it. Okay, that should be fine. Whew.
It's fine.
Alright, we're in there.
Right on the piece.
So this is in the dark. Nothing to worry about. You guys like blindfolded runs, right? Kind of qualifies. I don't know. But so we did zip a little bit out of bounds here. But actually, let me just concentrate this can. There's a little bit of a tricky part coming up, especially. I have to set up a zip in the dark as well to zip into the boss room.
Also, when you do that zip, there's no way to clear that section without using Flashman's weapon. That's why you used it.
Wait.
No, no, no.
Wait.
Okay.
There we go.
Woo! So if he accidentally goes a little too far, he can actually soft lock the game there, and it's pretty devastating for a marathon run.
Yeah, it's really important that it's facing to the right at the end of the screen.
All right.
Yeah, zipping past the transition is not something you want to do. When you're zipping, you're moving at 16 pixels per frame, which is about 12 times faster than walking. It's really, really fast, and there's only like 2 spots where you're able to actually trigger the transition. I have to turn back, I have to face right to trigger the transition. And if you're facing left for too long, you just start moving really fast. But there's some tricks to be able to actually consistently move like one set of 16 pixels at a time to trigger the transition. We call it wiggling. We'll be doing that throughout a lot of this stuff. Here's Metal Man Stage. It's my personal favorite, personal favorite stage to play. It's pretty easy. It's got a lot of zips, and this is my favorite song in the game. Shout out to Metal Man.
So
Good zip. Here's just some swag for you. Get this. All right.
Nice.
Doesn't really save time, but it's pretty cool. Shout outs to Elo.
Don't get stuck.
Okay, we're just not
Okay,
gonna do it.
nice.
So just a little small note. He's dropping those item 1s just because, you know, the conveyor belts are moving backwards. It just kind of gives you a really perfect, easy way to make, you know, not like get sent backwards at all.
One small trick we haven't really mentioned so far is at the beginning of every stage, you can actually switch weapon before Mega Man spawn. And that saves a few frames every time he does that.
This is one of my favorite, just simple things in this run on normal mode. You hold B coming into the Metal Man fight, and he doesn't move. Just go to the center of the screen without crossing the center, and no problem.
That doesn't work quite as well on difficult, but
So coming up is Woodman Stage. There's a couple of interesting things about this stage. There's one difficult trick I'm going to try at the beginning called the Wolf Zips. This is a very dangerous trick. I might have to suicide. Luckily, I do have an extra life. Good wood. All right, let's hope this is a good wood. On the second half of the stage, there's going to be a lot of out-of-bounds zipping and a death warp like in Clashman Stage. It's much easier than Clashman Stage, but it still looks crazy. I think you guys get a kick out of it.
And the first set of the wolf zips or whatever are extremely difficult because if you are not one tile away from the door that you're trying to hit, you cannot do the jump wiggle. He has to do a left-right wiggle, which is much, much harder, and it's pretty easy to die.
Here we go. Alright, let's try it again. I want to do this. Okay, that's the dangerous one. Alright.
Oh boy. Okay.
Ah, dang. Okay, that's fine.
Well done.
Okay.
this trick is
And don't
pretty-
panic, everybody. We'll make it.
It's pretty famous by now.
Yeah.
The weird, convoluted wood zip. So what I said earlier still applies. The game actually keeps up fine with where you are in the stage. The background doesn't. So he's actually going through the stage and doing some more zips here. And he's gonna kill himself in what is actually the boss corridor. So he just respawned in the boss corridor. And that saves about 15 seconds, I think, over doing the stage normally.
It's pretty great that he's actually managed to get through this without having to kill himself. I think this might give him an extra life for the Wily stages, so if he dies somewhere in the middle, he'll get a checkpoint instead of having to immediately game over, which is great.
So Bubble Man stage is pretty straightforward until the end. We're going to do this really cool item 2 zip. I'm going to try it. I get 2 shots at it, and I'm just going to go to Metal Blade. But until then, we can probably do some donations throughout the first half of Bubble Man stage, I think.
Excellent. Anonymous with $20, Duckfist on fire. I've been loving AGDQ all this last year, and now first time watching live, first time donating. Blue Bomber forever. Thomas 239 with $10. Had to donate for Duckfist. AGDQ combines great names and a great cause. Can't think of a better reason to drop some cash.
So yeah, he's not using item 2 in the beginning of the stage, just to save it for some nice zips.
Sorry for Rip the Stream, by the way. That tends to happen on Bubble Man stage with just the intense background.
Hardest jump in the game.
I hate that kind of crowd. Alright, easy zip setup here. I hope. Okay.
If you
Here's the hard zip coming up.
Yeah. If you trigger that zip too early, you zip into the spikes and die.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yep. First try.
Oh,
Yeah!
So that's actually pixel perfect.
Alright, so every attempt that you do at that and fail it, it gives you less item 2 to cross that last gap, so I kind of just turned back there because I was afraid I'd fall in there. But decent run so far. Oh, okay, shoot. Alright. So we're moving into the Wily stages, and just like every other Mega Man game, your weapon energy persists throughout the stages. But because in this game, item 1 is so critical to performing zips, any loss of the item 1 causes a large amount of time to be lost. I'll be grabbing a couple of backup large weapon energy refills just to mitigate that possibility. But particularly Wily 1 is kind of scary because there's 9 item 1s that are used. And you guys probably, if you've played this game and played this stage, you know the one section where you have to place a bunch of item 1s across this gap. And it's actually made harder in the speedrun because it needs to be done in such a way to set up a vertical zip at the same time. So I'm going to be trying that, and hopefully we don't fall. That's one of the scarier parts. But hey, Mega Man 2 song, guys, so there you go.
Yeah, throw me a frickin' bone here. So Wily 1, best song of Mega Man 2, will you give me that, yay or nay?
You guys are nuts, it's Metal Man stage, but alright, we'll take it.
By the way, the most important trick of the run, we're gonna despawn some toothpaste.
Oh, these toothpaste dispensers, I hate them. See, check this one out. He's gone. That bird leaving the screen causes it to despawn. Alright, so here's the vertical zips with the item 1. Ooh, that's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, that's the first part.
He has to grab this ladder halfway through the ladder and get some extra distance. Very nice.
All right, well done.
Want to explain the vertical zips?
You probably should. I just know how to do them. I don't technically exactly know how they work.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's
Basically.
magic. So basically, when you want to go up, every time you jump before you press the up button triggers the screen transition. So every time you jump, you lower your position. Kind of explain that in the middle of a boss
Yeah.
fight, it's fine.
So I'm really glad we're through Wily 1. Wily 2 is still kind of scary. There's this part where I run on the spikes to set up a zip that's pretty scary, but I've got a nice consistent visual cue. Actually, the biggest time loss in this stage is this hallway with all the drill bits, where one of the weird differences on normal mode is that large weapon energy refills and large life capsule refills drop more often.
Don't kill
Alright, let's do
that
this.
guy.
Hardest menu, we got it.
Yeah.
Fun fact, you can use Leaf Shield without throwing it and it doesn't consume ammo. Something to do while you're sitting there. So here's the dangerous hallway. There is a way to kind of mitigate the amount of drops you get. Yeah, we almost got it. It was decent though. But you can see all these drops. Ugh. Shoutouts to 10 hours of Mega Man 5 weapon energy refill on YouTube. Here's the blocks coming up. Pretty simple boss. We're using Metal Blade. One of the other differences between playing this on difficult and normal mode is that you have significantly more Metal Blade throughout the Wily stages. So because of that, I'll be able to fight the Wily machine with the Metal Blade, and there's a nice quick kill you can do on it. Oh. All right, I swear we'll get some donations in. We're finally at Wily 3. There's literally nothing happening here. So
Oh,
go
perfect.
for it.
Okay. I've had my eyes on this one for a while. Ellipsis donates $102.45, donating from behind the couch to support duckfist. I had a great time this week watching you make Mega Man 2 ROM hacks look embarrassingly easy. Wily has no chance.
Thanks, Ellipsis. It's been fun. It's been fun hanging out.
Kirby Kid donates $50. This event is amazing. There's so much skill on display, so much heart in everyone, and so many game design lessons to learn. DJ Crafty with $50. I've been watching GDQs for a while now and look forward to the Mega Block each time. Great runs, guys, and good luck to Duckfist. P.S. High five, Blecky. $100 from Solomon64. Love what you guys do to these games, and decided I'd donate during my favorite game series of all time. $100 from Grazi. Just watching the marathon and suddenly see one of my buddies from high school running a game. Good luck on the Mega Man 2 run.
Oh, thanks, buddy from high school. What's going on?
One jump.
One jump.
Ooh, I don't know about that, guys. All right.
One jump.
One jump. So, yeah, this guy...
Ah.
it's 2 jumps. Yeah, so... Takes 7 hits to defeat him on normal mode, and you can actually do it in 1 jump, but you have to be Elonija, the world record holder, to do that. So, shoutouts to Elo, by the way. Elo and Cypher were both basically the inspiration for me to play this game, to ever even decide to learn it. So,
All right, so this is Purple Hell, appropriately named. We're just gonna kind of let him go.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not too much
more
talking in this
more
stage.
clash criming here with the item 3. I love this stage. It's really cool. The boss is kind of frustrating. So, oh wait, we gotta do this. This is sexy stuff. Dang. So yeah, those item 3 placements are really tricky. Can I just like... Okay. Sorry. As long as I have enough to perform this vertical zip, this is the most important item 3 part in the stage. Okay. Obviously, you skip that big spike walkway there. Here's a really cool zip if I can... It changes on every TV. Is that... Yo, that's high enough.
Nice.
Okay. Ashoka dance just for you guys.
Shoka Shoka.
Okay. Okay. And I'm going to pause and unpause here, which resets your fall velocity so I can land on this platform. And then we're going to set up another item 1 zip into the boss room.
Alright. It's not over yet, though. We still got the boss left. Ooh. That's like about the worst case scenario coming out of this wall.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice little trick here.
Alright, we got it.
So notice I have 2 Clash Bomb left. If you've played this game, if you've beaten this stage before, you might have never had any Clash Bomb left. So you can actually destroy some of the gates and orbs with a single, multiple of them with a single bomb. And there's also this little glitch at the end with the damage transfer. By performing magic, you can touch an enemy and it just does damage to them. There's a strange setup to actually make it work, and I'm commentating and not playing the game. All right, let's go. Refights.
Refights in this game are really cool and really difficult. Like, that's a really, really fun fight.
Are the refights a good time for donations, or did you want to comment on them?
You can go for it. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Candle Goat donates $100. Lost my mother to cancer coming up on 2 years ago now. I love watching AGDQ and I'm blown away by both the skills of the runners and the generosity of the community. Gaming can be such a positive force in so many ways. Keep up the great work and let's see cancer defeated soon. Cheers. Josh234 donates $40. Had to donate during my favorite block of AGDQ, Mega Man Forever. Thanks to all the runners for their great work. This donation can go to Duckfist's choice.
Kill the animals.
We got it. A Shark donates $50. Hooray for Duckfist for bringing Mega Man 2 to the GDQs. Shoutouts from the French restream.
Dude, thanks, Ash. Another great Mega Man 2 runner. Nice bubble fight. And everybody knows this guy and how you do this, right? You just shoot the button, you should press the button, and he
Kablamo.
wins. And Flashman's not that far off either.
I mean, Metal Blade pretty much kills everything in this game.
There's a nice
Including
quick
it.
kill setup in this boss fight because I have so many Metal Blades for playing on normal mode and didn't quite get it. Okay, that's 3 fights.
One lost kind of dangerous zip.
Yeah, I was wrong before. I think this stage's theme is my favorite.
This one? Oh,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, you're really far on the right side of the screen for this zip, so stopping at the correct time can be really difficult.
Yeah, so once again, we don't want to accidentally zip past the screen transition into Alien Wily's boss room.
Come on.
One more to go. All right, well done.
I think this is actually a 28 something.
This is a really good time
So this
for
is-
a marathon run.
And time is when Alien dies.
Mash.
All right, time. Dude, that was a sick run.
Yeah, really nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
28. Nice, nice. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, everybody. That wraps it up for Mega Man 2. It's been great. This has been an awesome Mega Man block. Make sure to stick around. We have Super Mario Brothers coming up next. That's going to be a race. That's going to be awesome. So keep watching, guys. AGDQ is going on for another, like, day and a half. It's going to be amazing. So thanks a lot for having me. And, well, I'll turn it over. So thanks.
I did just want to mention, I'm sure you guys watched this Mega Man block, and I'm sure a lot of you were thinking back on these games from your childhood and just thinking, how can I start speedrunning these games? Well, after AGDQ ends, the following Saturday, which is January 16th, there's going to be a race on Speedruns Live, starting with Mega Man 2 and followed the following 2 Saturdays by 2 more games after that. So if you think that you're not sure how to get into speedrunning, give it a shot with this Get Yourself Speedrunning series of races. We'll begin with Mega Man 2, and I mean, you don't have to practice ahead of time. You can just join the race, have some fun with it. For information on joining, check us out at speedrunslive.com/GYS. I'm going to be turning it over to Bob the Ninja Goldfish, so thank you guys so much for having me, and I'll be commentating the next race, and I'll be watching for the rest of the night. So have fun, guys.
Yeah.
They can still hear us.
Hey, all right,
Hey.
we're back. Hey, so that's us. So welcome back, of course. So with me is Duckfist. He just finished the Mega Man 2 run. Duckfist, congratulations.
Oh, thanks a lot,
Fantastic
man.
time.
Yeah,
20
thanks.
minutes and 40 seconds. I'm really impressed. I mean, just tell me, what were you? What are your thoughts on that time?
I'm definitely extremely satisfied with that time. I was really going for a sub-30 run. That's what I really wanted. Of course, the estimate was 35 minutes because, just in case of any disaster happening. But there was just so many bottlenecks throughout the run, so I was really glad to hit most of what I set out to hit, particularly Airman Stage, was kind of doing some mind games with me in the past couple of days.
Yeah.
But, Mega Man 2 has a really strong reputation and is just known for being extremely difficult. And I'm just really glad to be able to play at least in somewhat of a vicinity of how I thought I would play.
Right. I mean, kind of talk to me about your thoughts going to a run as challenging as this. I mean, I'm sure you're a veteran of GDQs. You've played so many different runs, but I mean, would you consider this maybe one of the, if not the most challenging run going into before the run?
Out of everything that I've played in the past, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I mean, how does that affect your mindset? Does it kind of make you like really nervous, saying, "Oh my God, I just really hope I get this. I really hope I get this," or is it just like, you know what, I just have to be okay. I'm going to do this.
The first one. It's extremely nerve-wracking. But I mean, I guess it depends on how you kind of approach it. I wish I could easily cast that aside, but I'm not going to lie and say that I wasn't really nervous about doing stuff like Airman, Task Clash, Wily 1, Wily 4, and you can pick out spots throughout the entire game that are extremely difficult and cost huge amounts of time. But we didn't soft lock. We got it done, and it's just a great game. I'm glad to have it. I'm glad to have it back in one way or the other.
Exactly, absolutely. I mean, Mega Man 2, it's such a great game. Everybody knows it, and I'm glad to see it back in a marathon. I mean, tell me. I don't know if you watched any other Mega Man runs of this block. I mean, what are your thoughts on the block overall?
Oh, it's been fantastic. I personally just really like the Rockman 4 B-Cast race because B-Cast owns and Golden and Gary own. Like, it was awesome to see those guys on stage. So I'm going to go with that one.
All right, excellent. Well, I think that's all I have for you. So thank you very much, Duckfist. Again, congratulations. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Darkman. Appreciate it. Everyone stick around for Mario Brothers. It's going to be awesome. So.
Coming up next in just a few minutes is Super Mario Brothers 1.
Awesome. All right,
Thanks,
give
man.
it up for Darkman and Duckfist there for that interview. While we're doing some setup here for the upcoming races, let's crush out a few donations. I have an anonymous $200 donation that says AGDQ and SGDQ are prime examples of some of the best things the gaming community has to offer. Wonderfully entertaining and all for a great cause. I wish I could catch all the runs, but I'll just have to settle for donating to help the fight against cancer. And I have yet another $200 donation from Zelords88, who says, hi AGDQ from the French Restream, always an excellent time to spend with you. Great games done by great runners. Keep going and good luck. Thank you for your donation. I have Pal Squatch donating $30, saying, thank you for starting this great event. Keep up the great work. Thank you all for donating. I have a $50 donation from Hot Bread, who says, hey guys, this is my 4th time watching GDQ, and it is simply amazing. Simply unbelievable to see all these people having the same passion and doing this for a great cause. Great job, everyone over there. I hope to be able to be there live someday. Oh, and kill all of the animals. I think those of us that like speed games would agree with you. $50 from Dark Arbinger says, lots of wonderful hours watching AGDQ on YouTube. First time donating. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Dark Arbinger. Subsilver donates $50 and said, a dear friend of mine managed to survive thyroid cancer last year. So I am very thankful that you guys are benefiting the Prevent Cancer Foundation this time. I love Mega Man, and that series is still included in these speedruns. Thank you to all the runners and commentators. Rock on and beat cancer. We can only hope, Subsilver. Looking forward to some of the donation incentives we have coming up. The next one that hasn't, the next one that's on the block, as it were, is a bunch of stuff for Shovel Knight. You can choose the armor color. Right now, gold is in the lead by about $150 over dark blue. We can choose the character name. The character name there is somewhat one-sided, with the waitress being on $1,105 and Treyesh being on $275. So if you want to hear your name being used during Shovel Knight, please go ahead and get your donations in now. We are also about 3,000 short of watching the Trooper King dance. So that's a thing that we can look into. Let's head back to the donation page. I have a $75 donation from Ramen Addict, who says, I am loving AGDQ so far. Each block has been nothing short of amazing, and I am certain that my mind has been blown by every speedrunner so far. Great job to all the runners, and wishing all the upcoming ones the best of luck. And we have Melissa118 donating that says, thank you guys for donating your time and incredible skills to such an amazing cause. And Melissa's donation was for $50. Thank you very much, Melissa. So just a little bit, since you've heard us talk about what we're doing here, we are here to raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, and 100% of all donations do go directly to them. The PCF has been around for over 30 years and is still the only cancer-related organization that is solely focused on cancer prevention and early detection. Their mission is all about saving lives in all populations through prevention and early detection. The idea is about stopping cancer before it starts. Partnering with AGDQ, the foundation has been able to award special $250,000 AGDQ grants to important research in the prevention and or detection and early detection of cancer. So as you can see, we are raising money for an excellent cause here. I have an anonymous $200 donation that says, Super Mario Brothers was one of the most influential games of my childhood. It was also one of the first speedruns that blew my mind. I have finally had some spare money to put towards these two great causes, preventing cancer and killing animals. Infinite Mystery donates $10 and says, good luck to the SMB runners, but can the princess be saved in under 5 minutes? Sebe donates $20 and said, I've spent most of the week sick. What a great excuse to watch AGDQ. Awesome job, guys. Oh, and kill the animals, save the frames. Jimmy S donates $50 saying, as is the case every year, I am continued to be amazed with the level of skill and dedication on display. I've especially enjoyed the increase in races as it just makes everything more exciting. We'll be losing sleep to catch as much of the last day as I can, as I think most people on site will be as well. So can we get a quick poll from the audience? Who's actually slept in the last 12 hours? Anyone? No? Okay. Nobody in the last 12 hours has slept, so. And I have $10 here from Captain Cod that says, I'll just keep this simple. Kill the animals. And an anonymous $10 donation says, I have been watching since 2012, and I finally have enough money to donate. I love this event, and thank you for all the runners and staff for the hard work. Thank you, Anonymous. And if you guys can't afford to donate, that's not a big deal. Please just get the message out there. Get on your social media, use the hashtag AGDQ2016. If you can't donate and you tweet or Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or, I don't know, GeoCities, whatever it is now, get it out there. Someone might see it, they might tune in, and they might donate. $100 comes in from Cuts of Risk that says, you guys are incredible. I look forward to watching every night after work. The Mario Maker blind run has got to be one of the best things I have ever seen. Rock on, you glorious game gods. Also, kill cancer and therefore kill the animals. Anonymous sends in $50 and says, donating during the first game I ever beat, Super Mario Brothers, and towards the game that made me fall in love with gaming, Final Fantasy IV. Give Cecil Excalibur. All 4 of my grandparents died of cancer, and both parents have had scares. So I'm happy to donate towards prevention to give myself a chance down the road. Thank you for everything, and hope to attend in person soon. Thank you, Anonymous. I have another $50 from another anonymous donor who says, a huge thank you to everybody making AGDQ happen every year. This is my 3rd year watching, and I can't think of a better way to start the year, except for being there. Let's get some hype from Mario and Zelda. This goes to the winner's choice. So we have $50 riding on winner's choice, gentlemen. You guys ready? I have $100 from Tool23. This is how I'm a huge fan of these guys' streams. Congrats on a great year, everyone, and looking forward to more craziness.